Welcome to the Writing Interest Group, Month 2. I am Sarah, and today I will be talking about free verse poems. Free verse poems are unique in their freedom. When given a free verse prompt, there are a million doorways you can explore, because remember that every guideline any competition or teacher will give you can be looked at from different views. It does not use a consistent meter or musical pattern, and thus tends to follow the rhythm of natural speech. They don't follow any rhythmic or rhyming rules, but still retain an artistic expression. It's almost as if you are speaking the words a bit dramatically, and then break the sentences into lines based on where you would naturally pause. These poems don't need to follow flawless patterns, they don't need to perfectly rhyme, you don't need to write them a certain way. It's something natural, like our lives. And our lives aren't perfection, are they not? We trip, we fall, we stumble, but the path is still beautiful and full of hope. Try to get these free verse poems to reflect that. But of course, to capture the exact essence of what you want your words to convey begins with practice. I'll give you 2 prompts, an example for each in this video. The first prompt is, "The winds sing." Pause this video and see what you come up with. Free verse gives a greater freedom for choosing words and delivering their meanings to the audience. Since it depends upon elements like sounds, phrases, sentences, and words rather than rules, it doesn't contain artificiality of a typical poetic expression. The emotional content can be laid loud and clear without the necessity to surround it with extra verbiage required to meet some kind of meter or rhyme scheme. Now let's try a second prompt, being poised in delight. At the end of this video, there will be an example I wrote for each of these 2 prompts. Remember, these poems are free verse, meaning no distinct patterns and just the simplicity of flowing speech. Pause this video and see what you can write for this prompt. Free verse is one of my preferred types of poetry because while writing, I feel exactly what is indicated in the name, free. Here's an example I wrote for prompt 1. Can you hear it? Barely a whisper, but a calming presence, humming outside the silver-paned windows. When the sun rises, it's there, rustling the autumn leaves, colorful to match the coming dawn. When the clouds are dark, it's there, howling with the strength of the musical pitter-patter storm. When the sun sets, it's there, invisible like the grasses on the ground, covered by darkness. When the moon beams, it's there, amongst the clouds surrounding the bright beacon in the sky. You may not see it, but it's there, singing nature's breezy song. Here's an example I wrote for prompt 2. Nest of vipers around golden egg, dark bodies slithering through black moonless night. The scarred land is victim to the venom coursing through Earth's unquenched veins, poised in a pool around the heart of one light that remains. The egg may be beauty now, but just waits for the shadows to crack that fragile shell. So whoever sits within, don't grow curious of the world outside, for the gold in a nest of vipers is poisoned light. Later in other videos, we will talk of articles and nonfiction instead of the unique attribute of wispiness that comes with poetry. But remember that all writing is meant to express something, just poetry with more fancy literature and meanings instead of down-to-earth facts. Poetry will always make up part of the foundation for all other forms of writing, as emotion is right at the core.